Roman Reigns just destroyed everything we thought we knew about the Shield. The tribal chief didn't just recruit Zilla Fatu, he's been orchestrating the most insane long-term storyline in wrestling history, and the secret identities of the new Shield members will make you lose your mind. What I'm about to reveal will change how you see every single match, every backstage segment, and every so-called coincidence that's happened over the past 2 years. WWE has been lying to your face, and Roman Reigns just pulled back the curtain on the most elaborate deception in sports entertainment. You think you know who's joining the new Shield? Wrong. The names I'm about to drop will have you re-watching months of footage, connecting dots you never saw coming. This isn't just about family legacy, this is about Roman playing 4D chess while everyone else was playing checkers. The wrestling world is about to explode when they find out who's been working with Roman this entire time. I'm talking about superstars you trusted, storylines you believed, and betrayals that were actually setups for the biggest reveal in WWE history. But first, let's talk about Zilla Fatu, because his recruitment wasn't random, it was the final piece of a puzzle that's been building since WrestleMania 39. Roman didn't just want another cousin in his corner, he needed someone with the exact skill set to execute what's coming next. Zilla represents everything the bloodline was missing, that raw, unpredictable energy that made the original Shield so dangerous. But here's what WWE doesn't want you to know: Zilla's signing wasn't Paul Heyman's idea, it wasn't Triple H's idea, it was Roman's demand, and he threatened to walk away from his Universal Championship reign if they didn't make it happen. The negotiations were brutal. Roman went full tribal chief mode, demanding complete creative control over who joins his faction. He had a list of 3 specific names, and Zilla was just the beginning. The other 2 names on that list? They'll make your jaw drop. See, Roman learned from CM Punk's playbook. He realized that real power in WWE comes from holding the company hostage with your star power, and he's been systematically positioning pieces on the chessboard for the ultimate power grab. The Shield reformation isn't about nostalgia, it's about control. Now here's where it gets insane. Roman revealed to a select group of WWE officials that the new Shield has been operating in secret for the past 8 months. Remember all those random attacks on Monday Night Raw? Those mysterious assaults that helped Roman retain his titles? That wasn't coincidence, that was the Shadow Shield. The first secret member has been hiding in plain sight, and this revelation is going to ruin their current character completely. Are you ready for this? It's Drew McIntyre. The Scottish Warrior has been secretly working with Roman Reigns this entire time. Every single confrontation between Drew and Roman was choreographed. That explosive feud that had us all believing Drew was Roman's biggest threat? Fake. Drew has been Roman's ace in the hole, the one person nobody would suspect because their rivalry seemed so genuine. Think about it: Drew's mysterious absences, his perfectly timed returns, his uncanny ability to show up exactly when Roman needed a distraction. The sword, the countdown, the "I choose violence" catchphrase, it was all misdirection to hide the fact that he's been Roman's secret enforcer. The plan was diabolical. Drew would build credibility as Roman's enemy, gain the trust of the locker room, then systematically eliminate Roman's real threats from the inside. CM Punk's return getting derailed? Drew's handiwork. Cody Rhodes struggling with mysterious injuries? Drew again. LA Knight's momentum suddenly stalling? You guessed it. But Drew McIntyre isn't the most shocking revelation. The second secret Shield member will make you question everything you think you know about WWE's power structure. This person has been playing the longest con in wrestling history, and their reveal is going to send shockwaves through the entire industry. Are you sitting down? The second secret Shield member is Triple H himself. The head of WWE Creative has been secretly booking Roman Reigns to look strong while pretending to be impartial. Every organic storyline that elevated Roman was carefully crafted by Triple H to serve the greater Shield agenda. This explains everything. Why Roman's booking always felt so protected, why his losses were always controversial, why his character development seemed to get special attention. Triple H wasn't just booking Roman strong, he was booking himself into the new Shield as the mastermind behind the throne. The game realized that his in-ring career was over, but his political career was just beginning. By secretly aligning with Roman, he's positioned himself as the power behind the power, the invisible hand guiding WWE's creative direction while appearing to be neutral. Every time Triple H made a difficult decision that somehow benefited Roman, it wasn't coincidence, it was coordination. The draft picks, the match stipulations, the surprise returns that always seemed to help Roman's storylines. Triple H has been playing the ultimate heel while wearing a babyface mask. But here's where Roman's plan gets absolutely diabolical. He's not just reforming the Shield, he's creating the most powerful faction in wrestling history by combining family loyalty, corporate control, and underground connections. The third and final secret Shield member is the most controversial choice possible, and Roman knew this reveal would break the internet. He's been in secret negotiations with someone WWE officially considers a persona non grata, someone whose return would create more headlines than CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin combined. I can barely believe I'm saying this, but Roman Reigns has been secretly recruiting Vince McMahon to join the new Shield. The former WWE chairman has been advising Roman from the shadows, teaching him the art of corporate manipulation and long-term storytelling. Vince's retirement was the biggest work in wrestling history. He's been pulling strings behind the scenes, using his decades of experience to help Roman navigate the complex politics of modern WWE. Every controversial decision that seemed to favor Roman had Vince's fingerprints all over it. This alliance makes perfect sense when you think about it. Vince always saw Roman as his chosen successor, the face of WWE's future. By secretly mentoring Roman while appearing to be out of the picture, Vince has been ensuring his vision for WWE continues even under new management. The plan is genius in its simplicity. Roman gets Vince's wisdom and political connections, Vince gets to influence WWE's direction without the scrutiny of being officially involved, and together they create an unstoppable force that controls both the creative and business sides of the company. But wait, there's more. Roman's master plan doesn't stop with just these three secret allies. He's been building a network of influence that extends beyond WWE, creating connections with other wrestling promotions, sports agencies, and entertainment companies. The goal isn't just to dominate WWE, it's to revolutionize the entire wrestling industry. Roman envisions a future where the new Shield controls not just WWE programming, but influences storylines across multiple promotions, creating an interconnected wrestling universe with him as the central figure. Zilla Fatu's recruitment was the signal to activate this network. His family connections in wrestling, his fresh perspective on the business, and his complete loyalty to the bloodline make him the perfect messenger to other wrestling families and promotions. The Anoa'i family isn't just taking over WWE, they're positioning themselves to influence the entire wrestling landscape. Here's what's coming next, and this information is so sensitive that WWE executives are probably panicking right now. The new Shield's first major move will happen at the next Premium Live event, and it's going to reshape the entire company structure. Roman plans to use his factions' combined influence to force WWE into creating a new championship tier, the Tribal Championship, which would be above even the Universal and WWE Championships. This wouldn't just be a title, it would represent complete control over WWE's creative direction, booking decisions, and even business partnerships. The ceremony to crown the first tribal champion would be the most elaborate event in WWE history, with appearances from wrestling legends, celebrities, and even competitors from other promotions. Roman's vision is to make this coronation bigger than WrestleMania, establishing the new Shield as not just wrestlers, but as the unofficial governing body of sports entertainment. But here's the twist that nobody sees coming. Roman's ultimate plan involves eventually betraying his secret Shield members once they've served their purpose. He's learned from the original Shield's breakup that all factions eventually crumble, so he's planning to be the one who controls when and how it happens. The tribal chief has studied every successful faction in wrestling history, the Four Horsemen, NWO, DX, Evolution, and he's identified the exact moment when internal tensions typically destroy these groups. His plan is to eliminate those tensions by being the betrayer rather than the betrayed. Once Roman achieves complete control over WWE through his Shadow Shield, he plans to systematically remove each member by exposing their secrets to the WWE Universe. Drew McIntyre's secret alliance, Triple H's biased booking, Vince McMahon's continued involvement, Roman will reveal everything at the perfect moment to maintain his position as the ultimate power in WWE. This is why Roman calls himself the Tribal Chief. He's not just leading a faction, he's building a dynasty that will outlast any individual relationship or alliance. The new Shield is just a stepping stone to Roman's real goal, becoming the undisputed ruler of sports entertainment. The implications of this revelation extend far beyond WWE programming. If Roman's plan succeeds, it could fundamentally change how professional wrestling operates as a business. The traditional separation between performers and executives would disappear, replaced by a system where the biggest stars directly control the industry's direction. Other wrestling promotions are already preparing for Roman's influence to spread beyond WWE. AEW, Impact Wrestling, and New Japan Pro Wrestling have all reportedly held emergency meetings to discuss how to respond to the new Shield's potential expansion into their territories. The wrestling industry hasn't seen this level of political maneuvering since the Monday Night Wars, and Roman Reigns is positioning himself to be the next Vince McMahon, but with the added credibility of being an active, dominant performer. So there you have it, the complete truth about Roman Reigns' secret Shield members and his master plan to reshape the wrestling world. Drew McIntyre, Triple H, and Vince McMahon working together under Roman's leadership, with Zilla Fatu as the catalyst to activate the most ambitious power grab in sports entertainment history. This information is so explosive that WWE's legal team is probably already drafting cease and desist letters. The company has spent millions trying to keep these alliances secret, and now that the truth is out, everything changes. What do you think about Roman's master plan? Are you shocked by these secret identities? Do you believe Roman can actually pull off this unprecedented takeover of the wrestling industry? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with every wrestling fan you know. They need to see this. The wrestling world will never be the same, and Roman Reigns just proved that he truly is the head of the table, not just in kayfabe, but in reality. The tribal chief's reign is just beginning, and with these secret allies by his side, nobody can acknowledge him now.